What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. Today is haul day. We've got some new Rasasi fragrances we're going to go over for you. Okay, let's get right to it, guys. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to go over some fragrances that I'm not all that familiar with, but I'm going to give you my take on. I had the blessing of a friend in the Guru Nation in Facebook named Nayaz Zamanov to send these fragrances out for us to go over, and what I'm going to do is go back over them with you and give my thoughts on them and do it from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all would be so kind and cut me a little bit of slack, I'm getting over a cold, so my voice is all raspy, and I'm also going over a house that I'm not that familiar with. This first fragrance that we're going to do is FAOAT Lil RIJAL, and that's something else. You're just going to have to bear with me on these pronunciations. It is Arabic, and I don't speak fluent Arabic. But I remember this one was a oud fragrance, and if I remember correctly, it was one of the, maybe like a dark oud or a dirty oud, however you'd like to put it. But this sucker right here is very, very strong. And the performance on it is probably about 7 to 8 hours, maybe more. So you're gonna have beast mode, and it is gonna last a long time. Okay, the number 10 Rasasi fragrance we're going to go over is another oud one. This one is called Oud Mukahllat. And if I remember correctly on this one, it does smell kind of familiar to me. Yes, very much so. And this opening note especially smells a lot like Mancera's Black Oud. So if you guys have smelled Mancera Black Oud, this smells very, very, very similar. And it has a fantastic price tag on it, and the performance is beast mode, probably 8+ hours on this one as well. Okay, for you Tom Ford, Tuscan, or ombre leather fans, we've got a winner chicken dinner. This one is La Yuqawam HOMME. They actually have one for men and for women, the HOMME being for men. I wanted to see exactly what the notes were on it because it smelled so much like it. This is what I found on it. It's an oriental fragrance for men that was launched in 2012. Top notes are thyme, saffron, raspberry, jasmine. Base notes are leather, suede, and amber and woody notes. So that sounds pretty familiar to you guys, right? This has like insane performance, crazy performance. If you love leather fragrances like I do, this one is fantastic. All right, the next one is Shuhrah. I think I said that right. I hope I did. But I could not find any information out whenever I wanted to see what the notes were in this. But what I personally pick up from it, it's kind of, you get some nice floral notes in the beginning. It almost, actually it does kind of have that barbershop vibe, but more so kind of like a dirty floral barbershop vibe, if that makes any sense. That's what I get from this, and like I said, unfortunately there's not anything available that I could find like in Fragrantica or anywhere like that. But it is a nice smelling fragrance, and again, beast mode and big bang for your buck. All right, next up is Tasmeem. You can't help but wonder when they do classifications sometimes if they're trying to do a little joke when they call it an Oriental Woody. Well, this one is a really nice one that opens up with amber, tonka, vanilla, and has a nice backdrop of sandalwood and patchouli. And you know those notes are gonna make up a really good fragrance, especially if it's done right, and this Rasasi is done perfectly. And it has awesome sillage and will last probably about 8 hours. That's how long it lasted on my skin. Really good fragrance, Tasmeem. Next one up is a powdery green tea scent called Al Wasam Day. This is a very nice and pleasant fragrance. Matter of fact, these next 6 that I'm getting ready to show you were really hard for me to actually make it go from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for my favorite fragrance. But I did do that for you guys, but it's really close. This one is just really nice. Got a very nice, really clean and fresh opening. If you like powdery scents, I don't know how many tea scents you've tried, but if you're into anything like that, this is a very, very pleasant fragrance right here. Okay, the next one up could pass off for Creed's Silver Mountain Water's brother. This one is called ENTEBAA. The opening on it is almost identical to Silver Mountain Water. It does evolve into a floral scent, a nice clean and floral scent. It's not the feminine floral. It's that nice masculine, very similar to what you would get in Silver Mountain Water. Very clean, very mass appealing. This would probably be a very safe one to try from the House of Rasasi. Okay, the next one up is one of the more expensive ones out of the ones I'm showing you today from the House of Rasasi. This one is called La Yuqawam Ambergris Shower. Now, I did say it was a little more expensive, but it still doesn't exceed $100. You can get this one for about $90. And as far as the scents go, I did mention one earlier that smelled like Tom Ford Tuscan leather. This one does have a lot of those similar notes, but this one has a more floral background to it that really kind of mellows that leather out where it's not so pungent. So if you were going to try a leather scent and you didn't feel comfortable or know where to start with a leather scent, because some of them are very, very, in your face. This one's a little bit chill. It's a lot more chill than his brother is that I showed earlier that was, that dominant leather note going on. Okay, the next one I'm going to share with you is called Daarej or Daarej. This one was actually going to be my #1 pick. It is a very, very solid. I mean, this one is really, really good. This one opens up with cardamom, sandalwood, patchouli, tonka, amber, vanilla, all that stuff that you guys know that I love. This one right here is a banger, and it's probably one of the least expensive ones, $25, and it performs like a beast. Okay, the next one up is the only one that I had heard about up to about a week ago, and might be the same for you, is Hawas. Now, I said the same thing that I've heard other people say about this one. It kind of does have that Invictus or Invictus Aqua vibe going on, but it is better in my opinion. It is stronger, it has better performance. It has a very, very sweet opening, but it's not like a cloying sweet. It's just a very inviting. I'd say that this one would probably be the clubbing fragrance or something like that. It's going to be the crowd pleaser, the mass appealing fragrance that would be very easy to wear. Girls will like it. It's a really good fragrance, Hawas. Okay, last but not least, the top pick for now, Chastity. This one has a nice, creamy, boozy vanilla opening, and it just stays that way and it dries down really, really nice, very inviting. The performance on this one is about 6 hours. Really, really good price on it, and all of these are priced between $25 to $90. Very, very strong fragrance house. I'm very, very impressed. Thank you so much, Nayaz, for sending these out to me. I really appreciate it. These are fantastic fragrances, fantastic price, like I said. I will leave a link down below where you guys can get hooked up with these bad boys. And I really appreciate you bearing with my raspy voice and me trying to pronounce these Arabic scents that are freaking amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. We appreciate everything that you're doing for Carolina Fragrance Reviews. We'll see you next time.